Hello, gorgeous and beautiful people. How are you all today? Today's stream, it's not sponsored. How is everyone? It's been a while, it's been a while. Ooh, we're having some issues. Let's see if I can swap over to a different browser. I cannot see the chat currently, and that's all well and fun, isn't it? We don't want, you know what I mean? As wonderful as that is, I would like to be able to see what you're all saying to me. Oh, it is having a moment, isn't it? Let me quick Chrome. Let me try that out again. That's absolutely okay, Crystal by Nature. I can see you. I see you. I can see the Discord notifications pop up, so that's absolutely fine. Let me know, is the sound levels all okay? Can you hear me? Are you vibing today? What is everyone vibing, and how are you doing? Yeah, hello. Oh my gosh, I can finally see you all. Hi. That's okay, December 24. Don't you worry. Hello, Beth Drawings. Hello, Sketch Cantation. Hello, Little Miss Random, Little Liana, Ellis Knight, hello, Shelby Mooneyham, Edric Acero, welcome. Hi. I'm absolutely okay. I am fine, feeling much better, thank you. I was really poorly at the beginning of this week, so I pushed the store update later on this month, but if you didn't know, there is a store update at the end of this month. Originally it was going to be September 17th, but I decided to push it because I've had like a week or so of like really bad flare-ups. So, and plus I kind of came down with a cold. Don't worry, it's not the dreaded thing. I've taken lateral flows. I am fine. But I'm much better than what I was, and it was sort of like, it was because there's so much to do still. I was like, well, I'm just going to push it to the end of the month. Makes life a little bit easier, doesn't it? All worth the wait. Hello, Vivi Adams. Hello, 1C1. Hello, all you beautiful, beautiful people. I'm sending all the beautiful vibes your way. We're going for a very, the best way I can describe is I'm feeling autumn. So we've got the Caduceus shirt with the orange skirt on today, with the amazing earrings I found at like Marks and Spencer's. There's just such a vibe. But anyway, so one of the things I really wanted to do was I wanted to redo some stickers, and one of the ones being is my Vox Machina stickers. Vox Machina is from Critical Role. They were the first season of Critical Role, so if you haven't watched it, like, it's my favorite personally. I really love Vox Machina. So I've been wanting to redo those stickers for a while. Like, I'm very, very excited. But if you want to see what I've been working on, I've been working on quite a few things. There is 2 new teacup stickers coming to the store. We have the warm palette one. It's a very, you guys would have seen it a few streams ago. This is the warm palette, and I also did to match a cool palette so that we have the warm and cool palettes together. So we have a sleepy time tea and a sort of like an autumn summer vibe tea as well. So they've got those two. So there are 2 new stickers that are coming to the store update. As well, we do have because I'm in collaboration with a manufacturer, there is washi tape coming, but it won't be with this update. It will be in the November update. I didn't want to do one too close to each other, but I wanted to do an update before Christmas, so it'll be probably like the mid-November-ish or before that, just so that people wanted to order things for Christmas presents, they could get them to arrive in time. So I'm hoping that, you know, stuff will arrive in time. But just to show you as well, this month's Patreon theme is Tarot Witch, and I'm very, very excited about it because these are the lines for this month's Patreon print, and I really, really like it. Like, I love her so much. She doesn't have a name yet, so I'm going to put my Patreons up to a vote for that. But this is the Tarot Witch, and I love this. This is going to be a limited palette print, so I'm very excited for this for Patreons this month. I'm on top of things. Also, to show you as well, Isabella's campaign's having a little bit of a shake-up. The DM has informed us that they've been really, really struggling with a modern setting, and which is absolutely fine. If you're feeling burnt out, especially as a DM, it's important to communicate that with your players. So they've basically told us what kind of setting we're playing in, and I've just reworked Isabella. Most of her aspects of her story and who she is are going to stay the same. We're just going to be playing in like a sort of like fantasy pirate setting. So that's old Isabella in the corner, and this is fantasy sky pirate Isabella. Oh, thank you. She's still sassy, she's still got a sword, she's still a queen in my eyes. The only things that are changing is the setting, if I'm honest, for her. I'm still going to keep her the same because I really do love her so much. It's just so fun to play. To, like, unhand it. Although I might have to change her Hellish Rebuke from Balenciaga to, like, I will end your bloodline. But that's a different one. Also, to show you as well, there's so much to update you guys with because we haven't had a stream in a while because OBS is finally working. Good afternoon, Evie girl. Welcome. I'm part of a zine which is about mushrooms, which we will be doing, and there'll be more information to come to hand, and I will speak about it another time. But it's basically, we're doing a charity zine for I don't know exactly what charity they've chosen. I know it's going to be an animal related charity, so we're going to do like and we've all chosen sort of like mushrooms, and I've gone for the Anita Muscara, which is the beautiful white and red mushrooms that you see that have like the frills on them, and I've gone for a very cottagecore like storybook vibe with mine, and this is my sketch which I've just sent off for approval. But I'll also be in charge of doing like some other designs for the zine as well, and the more information I get I will let you guys know. But yes, this is my entry so far for that zine. Patreons, when I have this done, I will make the lines available for you to colour. They've also given us permission that we can give this to Patreons as well, so expect to see this print as a part of your Patreon pack. Probably not this month, it would be like next month or the month after, depending on when we get permissions to be able to do that. But yes, Patreons, if you're a long-term Patreon, this will be included in Patreon packs. So yes, that's pretty much all I've got to update you guys with. How have you all been? What have you all been up to? Give me all that beautiful information. As you can tell, I am much happier. I have my energy. Not sponsored. And we're going to do like a sort of session 0 after this, which is going to be awesome. But this illustration, the mushroom illustration in particular, has sort of like inspired me to do a... if I'm honest, it's sort of inspired me to maybe do like my own mushroom fairy zine where I turn all the different mushrooms into fairies, but that's like a next year project. I did get my sketchbook from Viva. I did this week's video on it, just because like I wanted to do something that was fun and simple but also be able to share my thoughts on it. So the character we're doing today is a character called Scanlan. So far it's been good, but this week was a bit rough with painting. Oh, bless you. Sometimes, like, I find that sometimes, like, I'm just not vibing with stuff at all, and you've just got to take that setback, haven't you? But it did a bit of gouache painting and all my artwork titles, so it's been taken out. You've been doing really well. I have 15 colours in my palette right now. I only wanted 12, but they're all so pretty. I love limited palette challenges. I really wanted to redo my Halloween zine for this year, but obviously stuff has to take precedence and this and the other, where I did like all the limited palettes, and I love it. I've been working on my Autumn Delight piece and started sketches for my October drawing challenge. Yes, we love a productive queen. Yes. Started Christmas shopping the other day. I know it's September, but I like to... That's really good for you to be organised. Like, I'm very proud of you for being organised, because I am not that organised in any way, shape or form. Do you guys want to hear about a stupid purchase I made this week? I say stupid. I may have spent a lot of money on a pair of boots. And my second jab today, I'm working on a star map for a game, a friend's D&D game I'm in today during stream. Wow! Oh my god, that's amazing. Yes, Autumn Delights. I might finish mine yesterday. Holy smokes, you guys are absolutely smashing it. I'm gonna redraw of a fan art piece I did for Claymore years ago. Wow, that's an anime I've not heard of in a long time. Claymore, holy smokes. I always love stupid purchases. Yeah, so if you don't know, there's a shoe brand called A Regular Choice, and they do like these really beautiful brands of like over the top detailed shoes. And they came out with like an autumn range of shoes and boots, and there was one, and I kept looking at them and kept looking at them, and I was like, I would just, if I missed out on these, I would be kicking myself forever, because I've done that before where I've put off something because it's, you know, quite expensive, and like, and then I've really regretted not buying it later on, and my partner convinced me. So I now have a pair of Regular Choice boots on their way to me, and they are expensive, I won't lie, but that's okay, you know. Sometimes you just gotta treat yourself. Hi RBK. Yes, I didn't get docs. No, I love docs. Like, I really do like docs. My dad used to do photography for Doc Martens when I was a kid, so I would always have a pair of Doc Marten boots. And I remember I had this pair in like a cherry red, and I was obsessed with them. And I was so sad when I grew out of them. Yeah, they are so beautiful, but so expensive. I'm kind of like debating. I might want my wedding shoes to be a pair of Regular Choice. I can't wait to see them. I'm very excited to wear them. Very autumnal theme like me. I am the autumn. Yeah, they are very expensive. Because I was like, could I pull these out as like my wedding shoes? And then it was like very quickly, no, because they're black and it doesn't fit with the colour scheme I've got going on. But they're so pretty. So if Comic-Con is going ahead, you'll see me wearing them at Comic-Con. I'm going to be an autumn witch for Comic-Con. I'm very excited. I have the alphas. And I'm a hat. Oh no, when did you appear? Mate, I hate this. When I make lines on my art. One sec. Yeah, so with the Isabella campaign, we're just sort of like hanging out today after the stream and sort of like world building this like new setting. So we won't be playing today, but does mean that I get to play Isabella. I was torn between like playing Isabella or Lula, because Isabella obviously stabby wife, happiness, and then there's Lula, which is just the beautiful being of all happiness. But I'm already playing a druid in another campaign, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna play Isabella, I might as well play her, you know. like stuff there. Random lines are my mortal enemy in progress. Yeah, right? So, like, I'll be drawing and I'll be like, where the heck has that line come from? What is this? What's this? What's this? Do, 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 do. I'm giving this Scanlan the energy that I saw from a cosplayer I met at London Comic Con like a few years back now, and they were just so over the top and amazing. That's the sort of energy I see Scanlan having. The only problem is I need to remember how I've drawn gnomes, because this is pike. They're sort of like rounded, bigger ears. Stabby wife, happy life. Yes. Yeah, they're sort of like this, the way I draw gnomes. They're like roundish, not quite sharp at the edges. So I'm doing that. Immortal enemies would be pretty inconvenient. Oh. Yeah, it's like, it does happen. Like, I've seen so many DMs burn out with a campaign. You want to use your palette, you just got do it. Do it. Considering we've got like, so if you're not part of the Discord, and you would like to join, we are now doing a monthly challenge. So for example, this month the monthly challenge art theme is Autumn Delights. What we do is we choose like a small prompt, and then we do art to do with that prompt, and then at the end of the month I will show my art that I did in a video and showcase everyone's work that's in there. My phone was downloaded. Did you get your Inktober? I did get my Inktober stuff. Yes, I did, Shelby. I did this week's video on it. I started Villain Tales the other day and I read the whole book in one day. I read Ferris the Moor and the backstory of the Queen was so nice to read. Ooh, I've not read them. To be fair, the books that I've read that are sort of like the twist on like modern fairy tales have been by Gregory Maguire. One of us. One of us. I did get my Inktober stuff, yeah. Yeah, the Discord, if you want a really friendly community, everyone's absolutely lovely in there. Like, honestly, some of the friendliest people you'll meet. We share art, we work together, and it's just fun. It's just fun. Ooh, you're planning on yours this week? Yes. Ooh. Still need to yeet one colour. This is pain. For me, autumn colours are like the orange, the greens, the browns, and maybe a sprinkle of red in there. When I did the Halloween, I chose the colours purple, green, orange, and I also purple, green, and orange, and black with red. Excited to get your students involved. Yes, do it. Do it. I need to actually put together my list for like Inktober / Spooktober. We should just, I don't know, we should just call it Spooptober, like spoop as in SPOOP. So this year we can just do Spooptober like that, and it's just a mixture of like all the challenges together, but we all just get to draw like cool Halloween-y stuff. Ooh, you're almost done with yours. I had so much fun making a palette to work from it. Oh, I'm so excited to see. Just one too much on no. You'll see my indecisiveness when it comes to lining this. Like, I'm just all over the place with it because I just get so indecisive with it. Excuse me. Excuse me. I like Spooktober. Yeah, it's sort of like a way that we can do the challenge month and keeping it cute almost, so then the prompts aren't too horror based. Do I have any hand sanitizer around? Yes, I do. Let me just go and grab some hand sanitizer. Thank you. Hi, Siebel. I'm working out my list. I made a list out of my favourite prompts and just working from. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I've got hand sanitizer, so that's fine. Still remnants of like the cold in there. Spoopy-tober. So that way we can still do like a fun challenge mode. And then not everyone is restricted by, like, say, like only using ink or feeling uninspired by the prompts. Like one of them would be like, say, like a ghost party or a tea kettle. You know, like we could really have fun with the prompt list, and in that way, yeah, they were. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So like, if we did the prompt list, it would be more like cute. Well, I say cute. You can interpret it as cute. You can interpret it as more like horror. And I wanted to do it so that it would be a little bit more fun. But movie night things with free popcorns and candy. Ooh, for your snacks this week. Oh, that sounds like heaven. I got some snackies for later. Oh, the medium's mixed media. Yeah, because like it's one of those, like I know quite a few people are uncomfortable with doing Inktober, but they still would like the idea of like working with ink only for the month. So like that's me. I like the idea of like still doing an ink medium for the month because I like that challenge. I don't necessarily actually associate if I'm honest, I did not know for a long time who the creator of Inktober was. You know, because it was just a challenge month. But, you know, with everything that's been going on and this, that, and the other, I just sort of, that's why I kind of moved to Witchtober for a while. Plus, I found that the prompts were way more inspirational. Yeah, I know. It was years ago. But people don't feel comfortable about it, do they? They still want to do a challenge month. But they don't want to associate it with Inktober. So yeah, I've got into the habit of sneezing into a half dab and I get flashbacks. So that's just a dab during lessons for the hell of it. It was years ago. I need to pop out. That's absolutely fine. You go do what you need to do, boo. Thank you so much for popping by. Yeah, it's a very chilled Sunday vibe today. Yeah, my inks are really limited, so I wouldn't rely on a mixed more, which would be a challenge. Yeah, so for my theme, for like my Inktober / Spooktober like challenge, I'm just going to be using black and gold. Like, I only want to use black and gold. I want really bold inking lines with a hint of gold. And it's something I've been wanting to do for ages. But because, obviously, inking is sort of like my fun. I really enjoy inking. I just thought it'd be really good to use my inks for that month because I love using inks every time like this month comes around, and I want to get use out of them. So my theme for this year is just black and gold. It's all I want to do, just that beautiful black and gold palette. It's also very limiting as well because it's essentially just lines with a hint of gold. But it's going to be fun. I'm really excited for it. Like the years ago comment was flashed like teaching kids about memeable dance. Oh my god. Just go on TikTok for 5 minutes, you'll feel old. That's how I feel. Black and white, hella art deco, spoopy roaring 20. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I just really wanted to do like beautiful. I just wanted to do over the top line work. I wanted to channel like my inner art deco. do, 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 do. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-da-da. Yeah, Inktober, I think it would be a little bit more fun, because I don't know about everyone else, but like I always feel like very inspired by autumn, and I love Halloween so much, and I never get to draw enough spooky art, so I just thought it'd be more fun. I still use black and white. I'm getting so old. Oh my god, black and white gold is my last thing. See, I've done like a black and white challenge with like a hint of copper before, but I did it where it was ink washes, so I was painting with the ink instead, which was fun. But oh my god, like I just want to do it so it's just line work. Just means I get to really go over the top with line work. And then what I can do is I can scan the lines and then give it to Patreons, which would be good. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you like that one. That was Witchtober 2018? Was it 2018? Yeah, because the following Witchtober, I did it with painting them, didn't I? And then the following Witchtober, I did it so it was painting with inks, but I did it so it was a limited palette only, so I was only using greens, greens, orange, and purple. Do 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 do. Yeah, so I'm sort of like playing around with that. I'm gonna have to cut off his ear. I'm sorry, Scanlan. Cutting off your ear. Bye. Happy Patreon noises. Yeah, Patreon this month is gonna get spoiled rotten. And in fact, Patreon like this month and next month is gonna be very spoiled because the store update coming up, and because I'm working on a lot more stuff, I'm really invigorated at the moment, so my workflow is a lot higher than normal. I think I'm starting to get back into my groove. I mean, this year my output hasn't been great, if I'm honest. So I'm like trying to work on that and get better, and I think taking that break and getting out the flat, I think really helped. That's okay, Mariah. Welcome. We only started like 27 minutes ago. You're not too late at all. Gone to liking softer colours for outlining and like using indigo soft. Ooh. Hi. My output this year hasn't been great. Like when I think back to last year and like the projects that I managed to get done and like the colouring, like everything I managed to get done, there was so much more that I managed to do this year. Sorry, last year. Whereas this year, my output's been a lot slower. And I think it's just down to like, it's down to a lot of stuff, if I'm honest. But I'm starting to feel really, really inspired again. So there's a lot more stuff that's being outputted. I love the ghosts you posted in chat. Ooh, spooky. Oh my god, let me have a look. Do, 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 da, 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 Yeah, there's been quite a few things that I've posted. Like, if you are in the Patreon chat. Oh, you think I've done great? Thank you. I just think in comparison to like last year, like the projects that I managed to output versus this year, like this year's been a lot slower for projects, which is really frustrating because there's a lot that I want to get done and there's a lot that I'd like to output, but I have to be realistic with a lot of the stuff. Oh, the ones from your trip. Oh, the little ghosts. I love them. Oh, I can't wait for everyone to watch the vlog. I can't wait for everyone to watch the vlog because, like, we had such a good time in York. We went to a Korean barbecue place and it was fantastic. Like, it was so good. I've never had Korean barbecue before. And it was like a really, really small place. and they had a dog that was free roaming around, and he was so sweet. And the dog decided that he wanted to stay with us, and like the owner put him on the chair and he fell asleep next to me, so I just got to pet the dog, and it was great. Hello Zara, hello Immy Knits, welcome to the stream. I do hope you are all well. Maybe next year you should try and take a couple of vacations if possible, mainly for your mental health. Yeah, I think like with next year, because we're going to be getting ready for the wedding, I think that's a big positive that's come out of this year, that we finally booked our wedding, that we were able to book it, which is phenomenal. So we're going to really get stuck into start wedding planning next year. We didn't want to do too much this year just because it's like it's a year away. It's you know, we've still got a lot of time before the wedding, but it's getting to that point of this time next month it'll just be under a year till our wedding. The dog declared I was the chosen one. Hello Sarita. You're excited for the changing leaves? Yes, exactly. I'm so excited. I think when it starts to get to the colder months, I'm more like, yes. Yes, we're doing an autumn wedding. I'm very excited. The venue's booked. The registrar is booked. We've just got all our applications, and we have to like declare it, which that's happening I think soon. We've booked the DJ, we've got our save the dates, which we need to send off by the end of this month, because then it'll be a year to the wedding. We've got our invites, we've got our pre-chosen the dresses, but I'm not ordering them till next year because there's no point. So yeah, it will sneak up on us. I know that. I'm like excited but nervous. I think the dress is like one of the things I'm really excited for. Just setting up for some sewing. Oh, do you know, so I honestly, I take my hat off to anyone who sews, crochets, knits, anything like that, because the skill you all have is insane. I remember all the planning triggered. Yeah. I was say I'll buy fake pumpkins. Yeah, so we're gonna I think because all the stuff that we want currently is in like sort of like the season, I think we're gonna wait until like that goes on sale, and then we can like buy stuff for the wedding, which is gonna be good. Because my partner's family, they're in charge of like some of the decoration stuff. They're making us a giant arch for the wedding, which we weren't expecting, but they're making it, and I'm like, love that. So we're gonna have like an arch for the wedding that's gonna be like all autumnal themed, because like colours a very cool palette anyway, but I don't mind what colour the flowers are or anything like that because it's autumn. I'm not really precious about that sort of thing. I'm just excited to get married, to be honest. I couldn't care less. Like, if everyone just wanted to turn up in t-shirt and jeans, they could turn up in t-shirt and jeans. I wouldn't care. Oh, see, drawing is all I can do. I just, to be able to like have a creation and make it 3D, it's just, phenomenal. Yeah, so with this one, I'm essentially keeping the same pose. I'm just adding Big B's hand in the background and tweaking his design slightly. And it's on sale by Faux Pumpkins. Yeah, so we've got yeah, like I don't mind Like, I'm really, really chill about the wedding. In a masquerade full wedding. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, I just chose my music that I'm gonna walk down the aisle to, which I'm very excited. It's a rendition of All I Ask of You from Phantom of the Opera, which is just like done with string instruments, and I love it so much. Because Phantom is my favourite musical. That's all I ask of you. Moment. So yeah, I'm very excited. I just want to live my Fae elf fantasy. Sounds really silly, but it's very woodland themed, so I'm very excited about it. We've already decided like what the centerpieces are going to look like. We're going to have like sliced wood like centerpieces, and then we're going to put things on top of it. So we're going to get like fake candles, because we don't want real candles just because well, we could have real candles, I suppose. And then we're gonna put like autumn leaves on there, and like maybe like a fake bird or something, so that we can have just that. Walk down the aisle, Lindsay Sterling's Zelda. Oh, Zelda. I walked down the aisle to music from Mass Effect. Yes! Oh, I'm vibing with this. This is amazing. I think my friend walked down to Final Fantasy music. I think it was it Final Fantasy? Yeah, I was torn between that. I was like, do I go like geeky or do I do like musicals? And originally I was going to do Kingdom Hearts music, so I was going to walk down the aisle, and then I was like, no, I want it. I just want what I want. I was like, I want Phantom of the Opera. The only wedding I've been to was 2 years old. I'd love to be invited to a wedding I actually remember. See, I found that as I've gotten older, I've been to more weddings. I remember my Uncle Chris's wedding. That was a trip. That was so stupid, that wedding. It was so stupid. We got so drunk. Remember that one. I remember my cousin Becky's wedding. She got married in this like beautiful place. I dread to think how much it would have cost. But she got married in like this gorgeous like chapel, with this English house, and it was just, oh, it was beautiful. But these are weddings that I've been with my partner, and we went to a wedding in Greece. That was amazing. And that was for his uncle David. We've been to quite a few weddings together. I suppose though, as you get older, and then obviously we went to my best friend Shawnee and Grant's wedding. As you get older, more people get married, so you end up attending more and more as you get older. You end up having like a wardrobe of just like really fancy clothes. No bride that walked down the aisle to the Imperial March. Now that is a vibe. That's amazing. Now I want to know who's the biggest Star Wars fan, the husband or the bride, because that's amazing. Holy smokes. That's perfect. Was the last unicorn soundtrack. That's all I've got to say. The last unicorn was... Oh. That's so sweet. I'm doing my your college course starts tomorrow. You'll find it. Yes! That's so good. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bride, definitely. Yes, though. There was a video I saw of a bride that walked down the aisle to Jurassic Park, you know, but they did, it was like a really beautiful orchestral version of it, and she did it because she knew it was her husband's favorite song, and she wanted to really get him in the feels when she walked down the aisle. And she did, because the second it started, he was blubbing, he was gone, he was destroyed, and it was phenomenal. Oh, it made me laugh so much. It only made me laugh because I was sat there going, that is the best. Right, okay. Some of these designs are so much easier than others. I think the hardest design was Pike to draw because she was so detailed. So detailed. I like to give him a ponytail. Because like Scanlan seems to like the type that would wear. Mess. Oh, you're so... Oh, that's so good, Little Miss Random. You should be so proud of yourself for that. Oh my gosh. Since my pilots had met in lab, we took pictures in character a week later. No dress that time, but weapons are... Yes! That is a vibe! There's something I saw that was so sweet. So this couple were getting married and they played D&D together, and their characters got married in game, and in game they gave like pretend like wedding invites for both of the characters to the other players, and inside was like a proper invite to their wedding, which was literally like a week later. And so they got married in session, then got married out of session. I was like, oh, that is so sweet. Ugh, cute. Star for Little Miss Random. Oh, the stars. Hello, Crystal by Nature. Welcome. You made yourself a YouTube account. Welcome. Oh God, I think it's called high jumping. Why is it not professional, but more? You are a professional, amazing person. You have arrived late. You've arrived with style. A D&D wedding. Yes, a D&D wedding. So they had a wedding in session with their characters, and then they had a wedding out of session. I was like, yes, so cute. Oh, the geek weddings are the best. I agree. I agree. Geeky weddings are so cute. I think they're adorable. Yes, welcome. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. If you want to know what I'm working on today, I've got a lot of merch to do, so I'm working on merch for the new store update. Currently working on Scanlan from Vox Machina, who is a bard with a lot of charm. You have arrived. You should be, yes, you have arrived. You have arrived, my dear. Yeah, literally, like, haven't really we haven't like 100% like thrown ourselves into wedding planning yet, especially with it being a year away, because like we can't really go for suit fittings or dress fittings or anything like that quite yet. So we'll figure it out. Hey, Peppa. Oh, what a stretch. What a stretch. Come on. Come and say hi to the stream. Come and say hi to the stream. No. Oh, you're going to sit there and look moody. You have arrived. Bridesmaids where our friends gave out books and reminded them to keep the books. Oh, that's so cute. We've got a photo booth for the wedding. I'm so excited. All my music that was played during the meal was for Star Wars and other films. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, you do need. You need to idea to draw with what you're. Blah, 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 blah. I do have a dress picked out, yeah. I can't say too much because my partner doesn't want to know about it though. He's only in the next room. But I'm not going for a traditional wedding dress. Because, to be honest, white doesn't really look good on me. And I didn't want a white dress to begin with. Plus they're really expensive for a white dress. So I've gone for a coloured dress instead. Which is a really, really beautiful dress. And I'm very excited to wear it. Lord of the Rings. We wanted a photo booth, it was on my phone. There was a photo booth on my friend's wedding. And what happened was all of the guests went and had their picture taken, and then they put the pictures in the guest book, because you got to have two copies. You got a copy for yourself and then a copy for the guest book. So like, it was just it was such a lovely idea, and I was like, it would be so much fun. You got leather bound dark tower and heart of what? Holy smokes! All I want in the world out there. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Lovely. Yeah. It's good. I'm excited. I'm a little excited. What can I say? Currently for planning your first fourth quarter for Redbubble. Oh my gosh! Yes! Don't like that hair. Let's change the hair. We've got to change the hair because it's not quite working. Let's change the hair. We've got to change the hair. No. We've got to do the hair right. Bum, 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 bum. That upwards movement's really good, but it's clashing a bit too much, so I'm just gonna sort that out. Bum, 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 bum. Stephen King's one of my favourite writers. Rose the Flower Girl, and they got her Howl's Moving Castle. I love that book. Right. If you ever want a fantastic book, Howl's Moving Castle is absolutely one of them. And it is pretty much nothing like the film. But it's so good. It's so good. It's amazing, honestly. Howl is such a stroppy boy in it, and it's just, it's just fantastic. Diane Wayne Jones, may she completely rest in peace, but her legacy live on, because just a fantastic writer. And like the whole trilogy is fantastic. Listens to all the wonderful wedding songs. Oh, it berries, no. And cake. That's one thing that we have struggled with. Finding someone to do our cake. Wedding cakes are so expensive as well. Howl's Moving Castle is a delightful book. I really like the whole trilogy, if I'm honest. He's just so stroppy and moody. It's great. Wrong brush. Oh, they're so much fun. Pumpkin, chocolate chip, and apple bourbon cakes. Oh, you make me hungry. I've just eaten. Fun fact, I had to shove food down my face before the stream because I suddenly realised that I was streaming. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's half an hour till stream. Nom nom nom. Because we were like sorting out like my partner cooks all the food. We were sorting out the food. Then we realised that the chicken was out of date. By one day, but because it's chicken, you don't really want to mess with it. So we're like, okay, we'll just go to the shop. I'll go and get some. But it was like, oh, It's fine, because it means I got my energy, which is fine. I love Book Sophie. She's so, she's got such a good attitude about her as well. Like, Howl's Moving Castle, Studio Ghibli version. One of my favourite Disney films. Love it. Disney Ghibli films. Oh my god, what's wrong with my brain today? Absolutely adore it. Think it's absolutely fantastic, right? But the book version of Sophie. Oh, she's so sassy. Absolutely, Vivi. Absolutely. Hello, Miriam. Hi, welcome. Absolutely. Honestly, like, for example, if you want like a 3-tier wedding cake, now we've got about 80 guests. Yeah, I'm talking wedding stuff again. And like, if you want a 3-tier wedding cake, it's like 300, 400 quid. And I just sat there going, that's a lot of money. Yeah, Book Sophie is for the win. It is distributed by Disney. Yeah, you are correct. It is distributed by Disney. It's also done, I think it's Funimation / Disney. No, it's Disney that do the cast of voice actors in it. Yeah, Letty is so amazing in the books. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it makes me want to reread the books. I really want the illustrated version of Howl's Moving Castle because the illustrations in it are amazing. So good. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We had pies because we all joke in character about like I knew how to my pies. That point you can make your own 50. Yeah, I know, Liliana. That's exactly my point. It's such an expense. It's the thing that really annoys me about weddings is like how expensive they can be. Like if you've got some design knowledge, especially when it comes to like invite stuff, you can really like save yourself a lot of money. Like a lot of money. Cupcake Tower for the win. Yes. Oh, Razor Dolly. Dad deserves all the hugs. I read the book first, only watched the film version of how it was good, but the book, yes, the book though, the fact that he's Welsh and I can hear his accent, and like I was just like, I remember reading the book going, spicy. It's like some cayenne in that pepper, holy moly. He's so spicy in the books. Yeah, there is an illustrated version of it. It's a hardback as well, which makes it even better. And I want it licensed to print money. Yeah, honestly, if you have any sort of like design knowledge, like you can save yourself so much money. Like they chat, like there's companies that will do it for you, where you can like get like a wedding invite like designed and sent off and this, that, and the other. But like the amount of money it costs. Now, we're lucky that because I have my own printer, and like, we didn't print the invitation ourselves, but we spent like 12 quid and we got all of our invitations printed. Sorted. Done. Right. Done. That's done. If we wanted to do that through an official company and we wanted to do that as a like official like wedding invites and this, that, and the other, it would have cost us like minimum 80. Welsh and a rugby player. Yes, I know. Which meant like he's built like a brick house, and I'm like, oh my god, that means like Hal was buff, and I'm like, yes. Welsh is the Wales dialect. There's a few different versions of like the Welsh, but it's you have to hear it. It's a very nice language. Let's say language. It's a very nice tonal range. I think anyway. Start making wedding invites again. Yeah, so if you are not from England or anything like that, Wales, there's a few different dialects for the Welsh tongue, and there is a language, which is the Welsh language. It's difficult because I can't do it in any way, shape or form. It's like I can't really do an Irish or Scottish. I sort of end up doing a hybrid, and it's similar in sort of tone, but it's not. Yes, that's a really good way of describing it, Amanda. It is very lyrical, and it's just the way it sounds is just very nice and pleasing. Ask English about accents in the UK, like you have to like sort of hear it to understand. Like I've got a sort of like Yorkshire Mancunian hybrid accent because of where I've lived and where I've come from. But I have a friend who's got a very soft Scottish accent. Do 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 do. Right, I'm gonna struggle, I think, with the things. So I'm just gonna do Big B's hand first because that makes me happy. You can do a Welsh accent. Oh, really? I can't. I can't seem to get a double for the Welsh. Oh, I can't. I've been to Wales a few times. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. No wonder everyone in Wales can sing. That's a good point. That's a way you can listen to it. It's one of those, like, it's very difficult to explain different accents in England, which I can imagine is quite interesting to hear from someone who's not from England, like, to understand, like, literally every, like, sort of area in England has their own accent. Like, I'm based near Manchester, and, like, you can literally go like an hour away from Manchester and the accent will be so different depending on which way you go. It's very, very interesting, and like each sort of like area has like their own regional accent. It's pretty fascinating considering we're not a very big island as well. The accents can vary ridiculously. So the accent that a lot of Americans are used to is sort of like the London accent, which I say London, but you're used to more the posh London accent. The posh London accent sort of goes into the tongue, and you sort of come down, and it's very, very lilting, and like Downton Abbey. Downton Abbey is really, really good for showing like the posh accent. Please teach me how to do line art. Sacrifice your soul to the devil. I'm only joking. Oh my god, that was terrible. With line art, I find like it's all about weight. Yes, do. Please do. I think it depends on the location. I live in mid Wales and spoke a northern dialect, but I went to secondary school in the south at a southern dialect. Yeah, so it depending on where you go is massively diverse, and it's the same like I can imagine in America as well. Like let's say like you go to Texas and like everyone will say like the Texan accent, but it's very different no matter where you go. Oh wow, hello, have you cut out Downton Abbey? Oh, I'm rewatching it. I love it. Okay, so I love a good like I love a really good drama, period drama. I love a good period drama. Like there's a moment in Downton Abbey where you believe that the dad is just gonna absolutely wreck this dude, and I'm just like, slap him, do it, you know you want to, and he doesn't. He's so refined, and I'm like, yes. It is really interesting. Yeah, because the UK is so small, but the accents are so diverse in range. I think it's the same no matter what country you go to. Like, there'll be different dialects for the accents, and it's amazing. I have a soft spot for Thomas. Oh. I have a soft spot for, I really liked Sybil. I really liked her so much. Yeah, I'm rewatching it because I haven't watched it in such a long time, and it's on Netflix, and I was like, hey, the Tudors. Oh, yes. It's like I really love Bridgerton, and because it was just trash, and I love it. I love a good trashy period drama. Especially when everything's like really scandalous, and you're looking and going, how is this scandalous? And it's like, oh, the scandal. Yeah, I agree with that, Amanda. Because when I think, because a lot of people, aren't they thinking of the Boston accent when they think of New York? But it's like, there's several different dialects to the New York accent, depending on where you go. Because I think that is it. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I'm just vibing to Animal Crossing. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Love's done. I'm totally upset. She has the whole series on Amazon Prime and the DVD, and had the fancy tea tin. Oh my god. Yeah, they've oh lord. I love Period Priestess. I expect Regency. Yes, Regency is very good. You have the DVD set. Badly damaged because it wasn't on. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I wanted to add Bigby's hand into this because I just felt it was very suitable. Dun, 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 dun. It's going to look very fancy when it comes to the colouring. The line art is just there to sort of like loosely put. Because he doesn't have a lot of detail in his design. Whereas like, so Scanlan, in comparison to say someone like Keyleth, where like her design is pretty, this is a finished one by the way, but like Boston and the accent are different, but upstate is coast or Midwest or Canadian, depending on where you're. Oh yeah, that's interesting. If you don't mind me asking, do you reckon you might make a draw this in your style in Distant Draw? Yes, I'm thinking of doing one of those again. It's been a while since I've done one. Yeah, because like look at Pike versus like Scanlan. Their outfits are just wildly different. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing one again. I might do one for Halloween, like for the month, because it'll be fun. When it's to New York for the first time on my birthday, it was crazy without diversity. Too many people for me since I'm from a small city. I've been to New York a few times. Like the first time I went, it was such a culture shock. I went when I was 18, a long time ago, 12 years ago. That was my first time I went. And then the second time we went was because we were meant to go to Japan. And 2 weeks before we were going, unfortunately, the tsunami hit. So we cancelled our trip because we didn't want to be in an area that was suffering from something like that, and like, you know, trying to enjoy our holidays, and like it felt very inappropriate. Because we still had like that sort of money with the place in, we just ended up booking it to New York because it's what we knew. And the third time we went was because my partner's dad really wanted to go for like Christmas shopping in New York, sort of what he really wanted to do, so he just took us to do it. It was like, yes, it was amazing. Really very, very lucky to have gone like 3 times. And I also went to Florida as well. It's interesting, I've been to more holiday, I've been abroad more in my adult life than I have in my ever life. But no, New York was really lovely. And I think all 3 times we went, we saw a show. Because the first time we went, we saw Avenue Q. Second time we went, we saw American Idiot, the Green Day production, but it was the last week of the Green Day. It was the last day of last week of American Idiot. So Billie Joe Armstrong was taking part as one of the main roles, and I was very happy. And the last one, we actually saw a downtown play. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was like a wartime play. It was really interesting, but it was free tickets. It was amazing. Hello, Chell. Welcome. You're from Tennessee. Oh my goodness. Hi. So I'm just chatting. Most of these streams is me just like chilling and vibing and chatting with you guys. I live closer to Canada than New York City, so I'm only City, and it's definitely yes, it's very overwhelming. Like the first time you go, because there's just so many people in a short amount of space, it can be very, very overwhelming. But I really, really enjoyed like the times that I've been able to go. You go grab your meds. Make sure to hydrate. Yes, so hydration's important, people. Water, please, she says. Don't worry, it's a kind of monster, it's not a kind of alcohol. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Let's do the ponytail. I might switch what I'm doing in a minute because I am really lagging with this one. I think it's because I don't really want to do it. So I have 3 characters to do, line art wise, and it's Grog, Percival, and Scanlan. And I think, as much as I really like Scanlan, he's my least favourite to draw. So I want to get him done so I can get to the more fun ones. Any advice for Inktober? I know you're participating this year. So, Starlight, hi, welcome. I'm not officially taking part in Inktober. I'm sort of doing like my own hybrid challenge. I'm still participating, yes. My colour theme for this year is just black and gold. I want to do very detailed line work with like hints of gold or like a hint of shiny on it somewhere. And I'll be doing that, and I'll be making my own list. So I'll be putting that up in the Discord. I think I'll do it next week. I'll make my list next week and put that up. So if people want to use that list, they can. Schadenfreude. Having UQ is awesome. It's outdated now, but I love it. It's a very, very well done musical. I'm very lucky to have seen quite a few musicals. And if you can get tickets on the cheap, I would recommend going to one. Because sometimes if you're very, very lucky and you go, especially in the UK, if you're very lucky and if you don't see like the majorly over the top ones, so like the ones that are going to be expensive, like Hamilton's very expensive. We looked into tickets for in October because we sort of wanted to go a little bit early down to Comic-Con so that we could do something like the year before the wedding. We were like, maybe we should go and see Hamilton. Tickets are like nearly £200. It's ridiculous. It's so much money, but I understand why it is. But if you go and see a show that's on tour, and if you go on the off day, so if you go on a day that isn't Friday, Saturday or Sunday, Thursday as well gets quite expensive, right? But ideally you want to see a show in its first week or in its last week, because that's when the performers really do really well. And I only know this because that was my experience. You either want to see like the show in its first week or the show in its last week. Like in my experience, they're the better performances. But if you go during the day, if you go to like a daytime version of the show instead of the evening, it actually tends to be a little bit cheaper. We saw Kinky Boots. It's an amazing musical. We saw Kinky Boots and I think the tickets were about £20 each. And then a few days later, when we got back, well, about 2 weeks later, we went and saw Legally Blonde, the musical, and tickets were £16 each. Like, honestly, you can go and see a musical for super, super cheap. Like, we saw a Book of Mormon and I think the tickets were £13 each, and it's because like they'd opened up like a preview for the musical, and it's sort of like their kind of like dress rehearsal, but it's not a dress rehearsal, if that makes any sense. It's basically like their big practice run through, because you get all your practice run throughs when you're doing a musical, especially with staging. Like you have like, that's why some days you have matinee performances, some days you don't have matinee performances because they're doing run throughs, and like and like it's amazing. It's honestly like and so we saw the preview version of Book a Moment, so instead of having to pay like £50 a ticket, it was £13 a ticket because it was the preview, and it was just as good. It was phenomenal. It was amazing. So I've seen some amazing musicals, but I didn't have to pay the earth for them. Your cousin was a percussionist for Avenue Q when it toured in the UK. Oh, yes, yes. I always wanted to, when I was doing musical theatre, my dream, like one of my dream roles was to do Kate in Avenue Q. Because I loved the songs that Kate does. I also would love to go and watch the Rocky Horror musical, like on stage, because it's meant to be really good. That's what you want, Barbara. Oh, Razor Dolly. I wish I could just like give you all the vibes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I can tell that this energy drink has kicked in, 'cause I'm hyper. And I'm talking about musicals. Like, okay, so even if you're not a fan of a musical, if there was any play or that you could see, or any musical, like any show that you could see in like a big theatre, what would you go and see? Because I have a few. I want to go and watch the Prince of Egypt show, because apparently that's amazing, like the musical. I really want to go and see that. I really want to go and see Anastasia. I want to see Lion King, like really badly. The stage musical, really want to see it, like so badly. And I want to watch Hamilton as well, because it's Hamilton. Like the music's fantastic. It's the beat of it as well. It's gonna be. I'm so hyper. I need to calm down, and I can't. Right, I need to work out how I'm doing this machine. Like, a lot of straight lines. Razor Dolly. Do 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 do. Curve that, edit that, curve, bring that curve around. I've only been pointing off doing this one because I hate drawing instruments. I want to see Lion King. Yeah, I really want to see Lion King. Why did I choose pumpkin candy as a prompt? I literally have never had any speed. You could do like a cute pumpkin person. Pumpkin candy, like my immediate thought is like a pumpkin head Lolita. I'd agree, but my family is super Catholic. I mean, there's quite a few musicals. Godspell's really good. Starlight Express. I've seen Cats, but I've never seen Starlight Express. I want to see that just because like the staging is ridiculous and I love it. Starlight Express, Starlight Express, are you here? Answer yes. Ugh, such a good musical. Frozen has come onto the stage, and honestly, the music is phenomenal. But what do you expect when you have like the queen of musicals, Idina Menzel, like do the original songs? Just saying. All the Disney ones, yeah, all the Disney ones. Because, like, apparently, did you know that they did a Hunchback of Notre Dame musical and it flopped in like 2006? When I found out, I was like, what? And then the music, I listen to the music, and the music is phenomenal. I'm like, what the fudge? Where has this been all my life? Oh, the music in Hunchback of Notre Dame, though. That soundtrack. Really want to see Starlight Express, because the fact that you have like an entire like musical done on roller skates just makes me go, how? My uncoordinated butt could never. I'd just be sliding everywhere. Someone just like tie me to a chair on wheels and just drag me around the stage. Oh. Yeah, like there's been so many musicals where they've just flopped. Like apparently the Beetlejuice musical flopped because it got taken off Broadway because it didn't make the money that people had sunk into it. So they've taken it off Broadway. But it's the success that it got, like as like the popularity grew online for it, that in the last 6 months, 4 months of it being on Broadway, it made a killing, an absolute killing, and the music is phenomenal. But because they'd already been planned that it was to be taken off Broadway and replaced with something else, it makes me very, very mad, because it's a really good musical and the staging is phenomenal. They actually raced around some of the others. Oh, I want to do that. Hunchback is top tier. It was gutted because Alan Rickman, because he would have made it perfect. Yes, he would have. Yes. Yeah, I like musicals. Whether or not you are a huge fan of them or anything like that, there's something about going to watch a musical live which just makes everything. I can't express it enough. Like, seeing a stage performance live, it can move you in ways that you would never have done before, and it's just phenomenal. And to have been a part of that when I was younger, to have been able to experience that so much when I was younger, I do miss it. I won't lie, but I could never do it now. My Freiburg book could never do it now. Yeah, I went to see the musical Beetlejuice. I think it would have been amazing. Terrence wanted to school my sister before writing Repo the Genetic. Oh, Repo is so good. Anastasia was a beautiful. Yeah, it's meant to be really. I've been listening to the soundtrack lately. I've also been listening to the Hades soundtrack. That's so good. I've never been to a musical. Not many people have, to be fair. Hello, I like art and I'm very queer. I love your name. Have you ever tried the Paul Rubens Tube Student Grade Watercolor? I haven't actually. I'm not a massive fan of tube watercolors. I haven't tried the Paul Rubens watercolors. It's on my list of things to get for the YouTube channel so that I can review. But I have to wait for my next payment from YouTube to be able to do that. Which will be a while. Hades Town is one I want to see really bad. Music's fantastic in it. Yeah. Yeah, I reckon with the revival of a lot of Disney musicals at the moment, the way that Disney musicals are doing, they need to bring back Hunchback, because it would fit now, especially if they do, because you know how they've done a film with Dear Evan Hansen, which I've not seen it yet, or it's due to come out soon or whatever. I really want to see it. I want to see it because I like the music in it. Regardless of what people's thoughts are, I really like the music on it. But I just so good. But I especially think with the rise of this whole musical theatre filming being done, I think we need to preserve more of that. And you can actually watch a lot of this stuff if you sign up to certain things, like this stuff like Broadway on Demand, where you can watch professionally filmed musicals. But it just needs to be more accessible to a lot of people, I think, anyway. Looking at all this pumpkin food makes you want pumpkin soup. Not musical, but Warhorse. I never got to see that. Is it really good? I heard a lot of good things about it. I got to see a lot of shows. My own family was... Yeah. See, because I was in a lot of shows, I got to see a lot of shows, if that makes any sense. You have a student grade watercolor that you can recommend? Absolutely. I've got two. One I can recommend is the Winsor & Newton Cotman series. I really loved this watercolor. I've had the watercolor palette like for years now. Genuinely can recommend it to a lot of people because I think they're really beautiful and really colourful, and you can eventually you can build up the palette if you want to. It's around about... depending on where you are and depending on where you get it from, you can get it for about £30 to £45 depending on where you get it from. If not that, another one that I can recommend that I do have, it's a little bit more expensive, but there is another student grade watercolor palette that I do have, which is the Schminky one. Or Schmink, am I saying that correctly? That was a little bit more expensive than that. If you want ones that are a little bit cheaper, if you've got like a bit of a tighter budget, there is hundreds of student grade palettes out there. A lot of people recommend like Arteza as well. Like I've heard a lot of people sing their praises. It totally depends on whether or not you're more of a palette or a tube person to what works for you. But I do think that the Cotman series is really good. Like, I can sing its praises because I've been using them for years. I remember when I first got it and it was like, it was one of the most expensive art supplies I'd bought in a long time. And I was like, oh, what is this? Totally forgot the word poet's ha. See, that's good though. It's good when you can have a musical where they have like puppetry like that and you're paying more attention to the puppetry than you are the actors. Go see Evil Dead the musical done in Detroit. Oh my god. I recommend wearing a white or a poncho depending on how red you want to leave. That's amazing. I definitely want to go and see the Rocky Horror one because they encourage like audience participation. So I want to go like full Rocky Horror glam. You know I do. I want to get the fishnets out. I want the corsets out. I'm ready. I need this. Like, they encourage people, like, they give you a list, apparently, of, like, things to shout out towards the audience because they want audience participation. And I'm like, I'm here for this. I like this. But this time of year always makes me want to, like, watch Rocky Horror. It makes me want to watch, like, all the Halloween films ever. Hocus Pocus, because yes, the Sanderson sisters, they put a spell on me. Oh, anytime I like art, like anytime. I have a lot of art supplies I've used over the years that I can like totally recommend to people, but it's all dependent on like your budget to what I can recommend, because some of the budgets obviously are broader than others and you don't want to like do too much. Let's say do too much. You don't want to like overwhelm yourself. There is a lot out there. And because there is a lot out there, you do have a lot of choice, which is phenomenal, but it can also get very overwhelming very quickly, I think. Bum, bum. We just wanna rock all night. Yeah. Mitch, oh my god, it's astounding. A Plant Witch with yes. Dracula the musical, it was really good. What? I love it. That's absolutely fine, Crystal by Nature. I hope you are okay and have a wonderful rest of day. Plant Witch the musical. Ugh. I want to celebrate Halloween. I watch spooky movies, but it's not really celebrated. But we have decor for the holiday. Yeah. There's a few places that are like that. See, my family always went really ham for Halloween, so I think that's why like I have such a love for it. So like I love it. Like it's one of those, like, my family, we always celebrated it. We always went completely over the top every single year for it. My dad was phenomenal. He used to, oh my god, he used to do like the stupidest things for Halloween because he loved it. He used to dress up and like pretend like he was a scarecrow and stuff like that, and it used to always make me laugh. Like, I've got some stories of my dad for Halloween, and it was something that we used to always like really celebrate at home. So I just really enjoyed it. Like, Halloween's like my sort of vibe anyway, so I'm just like chilling. Yeah, right. Okay, this is what's really annoying me. I like art. So I'm expecting every time I go somewhere for like Halloween decor to be out. I'm like, yes, give me this pretty Halloween. I need it. But there's Christmas decorations out. Why are we putting the Christmas chocolates and treats out before Halloween? It makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. Hello, Shelby. Welcome. Talking about Halloween and how I am ready. I am here. My body is ready. I'm going to edit that shape. We're going to have to really edit that shape. Holy smokes. Oh, it does that sometimes. It's really frustrating. Considering like a guitar sort of style. Do 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 do. I might have to bring this bar thing a little bit higher. See, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm gonna bring out the neck a little bit more. Sorry, I'm reading the chat now. Yes, it's so annoying. Yes, why? It's nowhere near Christmas. Let my spookies... Right, okay. I see people going, why are you thinking about Halloween? It's only September. I'm like, Susan, why are you putting your Christmas decorations up in November? Why? If I can't celebrate Halloween, if I cannot celebrate Spooky Month all the way through October, you cannot celebrate Christmas until December, okay? Like, I loved it. I'm more of a Halloween fan than I am Christmas, but I still enjoyed like decorating for Christmas. I don't like putting the tree up too early because we've got quite a small flat. It feels like when you put the tree up, it's overcrowding, and it just feels a bit too much. But having said that, you know, I will put the tree up. Like, I'll enjoy decorating it. I will enjoy going all out. I like decorating. It's fun. But like, just makes me so mad. Yeah, can we have like a whole like June line of like Halloween decorations? Because I am about to vibe for that. Because nothing happens is exactly. Just let me start celebrating early, okay? I love Christmas, but no, yeah. I like winter, but Christmas. They celebrate Christmas in July. No, Plant Witch needs a musical, so... I mean, you'd have to figure out all the songs and everything first, clearly. I want to move these strings a little bit. We're going to adjust. We're going to do some adjustments. Yes. Yep, that's better. And then we're just gonna shorten this a little bit. Because apparently that's better. Let me just pop that there. Gonna get this, and we're just gonna adjust a little bit. Tiny little Christmas tree that is all around. Oh my god, it is doing that thing where it keeps cutting out again. I can see it's really annoying. It's OBS. It's just being a pain in the ass. It's more and more spooky. Yeah, just like eventually autumn, like the second anyone gets that whiff of autumn, you're like, yes. just like start screaming out the window. It's here. It came. It finally came. Sorry, now I have the vibes of like the second like it hits autumn, it opens and goes diddle-oo, diddle-oo. You open the door and you're just like full on dressed in like your spooky gear, like it is time. Oh my lord. They mentioned the songs you could do straight up ballads. Yeah, you could like totally, you could go nuts with it, couldn't you? Thinking about it, you could totally go nuts. Open the window the first time. Oh my god. Like, the fact that I am cold enough that I sit there and go, I'm going to put my cardigan on. Oh, yes. Yes. So the Inktober prompts are alright. I'm debating if I want to go literal, go a bit. I mean, personally, I would go out with them, like, just go absolutely nuts. Yeah, it's more fun if you interpret it in your own way. But I will definitely get those Spooktober prompts up this week. I think I'm gonna I'll set a reminder for myself to be able to do it, because that'll be really good. Spooktober prompts, spoopy. And it sounds like me, spoopy. Bum, 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 bum. Spooky gear all year round. Yes. 365 calendar that just counts. Yeah, it's doing that thing again. Try it. Come on. Yeah. I'm trying to decide whether or not I need you to help the garden grow. I cannot stop telling you what you need to know. I need your help to let the garden grow. If we work together. Can we just have like the Tangled musical? Yes, please, thanks. Okay. Raise a dolly. I'm imagining like full on, if you've watched it, Tangled from the TV series Cassandra, like, you know, when she's like, I won't wait. There's a line between the winners and the losers. There's a line between the chosen and the rest. Do 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 do. Be there with the forgotten. You there with the chosen. Alright, I'm gonna have to stop because YouTube doesn't like it. Can't listen to good music. Me. I won't wait. Yes, Mariah, do it. Show us the spooky. I mean, I know I'm in my autumnal mood because I'm already like, yes, my outfits are built for this weather. With my greens and my oranges, I am sorted. What's that? It's dungaree weather. Yes. I'm just looking forward to wearing jumpers. There's a line between the chosen and the rest. I wish that we had like a target note. So the only thing that I got, so we have TK Maxx, which they put out their Halloween decoration stuff like weeks ago, right? And I managed to go in and have a look, right? And this is all I managed to get, which is this cute little like Halloween-y themed teacup. But everything else had gone. It was literally like this and a tea towel. And it had been out for a week. And I don't go out too often, especially with everything that's been going on. I only go out when I need to go and post orders. So like literally, I was like, that's fine, that's okay. So I only managed to get this. And it's cute, you know, it's got a little pumpkin here and a really cute design all the way through. It's a really big mug as well, so I can have a lot of drinks in it. Really like it, really like it. But like some of the stuff that they did have was all gone. Yeah, we have TK Maxx, yeah. We have TK Maxx here in the UK. It's not TJ Maxx here though, it's TK Maxx. Which I don't know what the difference is, let's be honest. It's really cute, isn't it? We do have a Home Sense, but the nearest one to me is like an hour away. It's an hour, it's like a nearly like 3-hour walk there and back. Yeah, so like the mug, super cute, love it. And like, the thing is every time I go, so which is like in the middle of September, all the Halloween stuff's gone. And it makes me so mad. And then I've been looking at like the Target stuff that you guys have been getting, and I am jealous. I am so jealous. Because it looks amazing. I need all the witchy vibes. I'm so jelly. Take notes, we need this. There's a line between the winners and the losers. There's a line between the chosen and the rest. Me there with the blacklist, you there with the chosen. Okay, I think I might have got the lines down for Scanlan. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's merge and put this layer together so we can put the group together. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Just need to get his colours down, which probably won't be today, let's be honest. Plant witch musical. Try online. Yeah, but it doesn't ship to the UK. Or if it did, it would be like ridiculous. I'm just jealous because I want all the spooky season stuff. The thing is I do already have things because thanks to like doing conventions, I have like an autumnal setup for conventions which involves like a ton of like tiny pumpkins and that anyway. So we're not, it's not too bad. Like we do have, but I want an autumnal wreath. Like I really want one for the front door because I want to have like seasonal wreaths for the front door, and it's something that we've been sort of like debating on. We tried to order one last year and it kept getting cancelled, and we were so sad about it because we wanted an autumnal wreath. They have a really cool Christmas one which is like has all berries and holly leaves on it. I actually have to fix it for this year because some of it got broken in storage, which is fine. It might take too long to fix. Right, I'm gonna do a automatic. This is fun. It's automatic. Oh lord. What? I'll design the costume, just do the thing. I wouldn't even know where to start on doing a musical in any way, shape or form. Invert. Okay. I'm just gonna pop that in a separate layer, get his skin tone down from the original sketch that I had. Yeah, so this, the design that's in the top corner, that's the original sticker, and then the one here is the new design, so we're going like, post it in stream memes, Mariah. It's best off in there. And we're just gonna go through and erase all of our little areas that we missed. Yeah. So I have to see if, because if I can, I will probably stream the process of the mushroom stuff for the zine that I've got to do. Just because it'll keep me motivated, but we will see. I have to see if that's okay with the moderators first, because I don't know if it is, and I don't want to say, hey, you know, and like it not be. That's better. That's our darker skin tone, so we're just gonna You're in musical theatre. How could you not know how? I was in musical theatre, but I was on the stage dancing and singing. I know how to do lighting. And I know how to place, like, stuff on a stage. I don't know how to write one. I can read music, not write music. They're getting, I need to repaint the whole dark tea. Ooh, ooh, warm colours. We love a warm colour palette. Yes, yes. Thee were with the chosen. You're the with the luckless. I can tell you how to do a step or change. Step or change, I'm fussy, I'm fussy. It's pretty much my extent of musicals. We did a little, I did some work when we did some stage stuff, because I did like a, it's a while ago now. I did like a fun, like internship, kind of, and like I got to work on like the stage stuff, and that was really, really fun. But other than that, I don't know how to do things. Let's get that nice. Ooh, that might be a little bit too red for Scanlan. That it is. No. Separate layers, and we want the syrup brush because it's got smooth lines. Smooth lines, smooth lines. Da, 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 and we find a writer composing, you write the musical plot, you have the plot for plan, which all you have to do is make it all musically. Yeah, I suppose. But the comic has to come out before the musical. Oh, I'm so excited. We finally got a release date for the Lore Olympus book because because of everything that's happening here in the UK, stuff is a little bit delayed for the UK release, which makes me excited because I'm very excited. But we got a release date for the Lore Olympus book, and I am so excited. I saw that the Hooky book had come out. I didn't pre-order that one, just because I'd already pre-ordered all the Mighty Nine Origins, and like, because they were due to come out about the same time. The Lore Olympus book, I think the US release is in October, and the UK/Europe release is late October / like November, depending on when we get the stock over here in the UK/Europe. But I think it is anyway. I remember it being like in October, like an early October or late September release. That would be something you'd have to double check with your local bookstores. Ding. Or, you can just Amazon it. You can get it, so it is, I know you can pre-order it on Amazon, because that's why I pre-ordered mine, and there is hard copy and paperback issues available, and it's volume 1, which I believe is like the first, like, it's a lot of chapters. I think it's like the first 20 chapters. It's ridiculous. But the Lore Olympus book is it was due to come out like this year, like either like October early. I believe you can either like pre-order it at Barnes and Nobles in the US. I know for the UK we have very limited bookstores that we can pre-order from anyway. I pre-ordered mine from Amazon. But you can also pre-order from like Book Depository if you want to. Well, technically, I didn't pre-order it. My partner pre-ordered it. It is doing that stupid thing of where it's flickering and it keeps turning the fudging king. Oh, I'm gonna have words with OBS after this. At least it's letting me stream, where it didn't last week. Realising I have 50 more shelves because I want all my books to be out in the open. I know that feeling. we've kind of run out of shelf room for all the books, so we have to be like very careful with what we buy. But I knew I wanted the Olympus books. So yeah, pre-ordered the Vox Machina. Sorry, not the Vox Machina. Pre-ordered the Mighty Nine Origins books because it's Caleb, Yasha, and Jester, and then there's not the Brave, which is due to come out later this year. No, sorry, next year now. But originally, when they announced like the books, the Jester and the Caleb was due to come out in like September. They've both been pushed back, and then the Yasha was due to come out like later this year. So like now it's Yasha that's actually the Yasha Origins book is due to come out September. The Jester book is now not due out to come out until November, and the Caleb is not due to come out until February. And I'm like, why? I need more bookshelves. Yeah, we do too. Buying books is just, it's one of those, like, you want to support like the people that you enjoy like reading and like that have given you creation. Like, I would love like all the art books under the sun. I do not have room on this. Oh my gosh. There's only 10 more minutes left to the stream, which is good because I really need to pee. This music's very, very chill and it's making me want to sleep. Which is a no! No kips! That's the thing, like, I just want books. I just want books. Stop doing this. Series of books. So, it depends on which one. And paper shortage. Yeah, there's a lot of books have been affected by paper shortage. So, for the series of books I was just on about, that's the Critical Role Mighty Nine Origins series that they've been working on. They've just announced the Not the Brave one, and the artist who's done the cover is a really amazing UK based artist called Will Kirkby, whose work I recommend to no end. His line work is ridiculous. I agree, it does sound like Zelda music. It's not though, it's an Animal Crossing vibes one. Bum, ba-da, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Forgot to count the kids' books, oh my gosh. That's when it really amps up though. So I would love to have a bigger like library-esque collection. It's just the room for it really. Because like we've got bookshelves in here in the bedroom, and then we've got bookshelves in the living room as well. And like the bookshelves are divided between my manga, which I severely need to go through, and the reading books that we have because I like to read. So like in here is the comic books and the art books, which if I go through the manga and like massively sort through that, because the issue that we've got is like I don't read manga as much as I like to anymore. So I think what I want to do is I want to just keep the ones that are really important to me and like purge the rest of the collection, because I'd rather they go to like a place where they'd be appreciated, you know? So I'm thinking of doing that at some point, but it's just being able to like sort it out, so to speak. Because I got like out of print books, like manga wise, like that will never see the light of day ever again. But I'm not as attached to it as I used to be. Obviously I'll keep like Paradise Kiss, Chobits. I want to keep a lot. It's more Mariah. I'm kind of the same Mariah because I really like having the collection, but it's more like they're not getting the love that they would do if they went to a home that would really appreciate them. And like, again, it makes me very, very, you know, emotional at the same time. But it's a part of my life that anime was a huge part of my life, but it's not a huge part of my life as it is anymore. And there could be someone who would appreciate those books much better than I do. Yeah, 1,000 books, holy smokes. My collection used to be pretty much like that. And I purged a ton of it when I moved because I physically could not put it in boxes. So I think we've currently got a collection of over 100 art books now. Just in cookbooks I inherit. We have 70 cookbooks. That's a lot of bacon. Probably not just bacon, but you know what I mean. Let's put on the same layer the boots as well. Yeah, kids. All my kids go. Yeah. Have kids? No. No. Like, we have because I have a collection of like some like children's storybooks. I have quite a bit of the Hilda series, because the Hilda books are fantastic, and the Flying Eye books. I would not let a child touch those. Nope. No. Not. No, I love them too much. 70. I know, 70 cookbooks. Must have a lot of recipes. I've noticed as I've been streaming more, we're having more it's doing that thing of where it's cutting out the screen more and more and more. And I have to mess around with the settings in OBS. I looked it up, and apparently a lot of people have been having issues because it's a compatibility issue with the latest update on Mac and the latest update with OBS, and like you put out a patch to fix a lot of it, and then it stopped doing it. It's also doing like visual French. We are coming up to the last 8 minutes of the stream, people. I've had fun today. While we may not have got a lot of physical work done, we got a lot of, you know, chatting and chilling. And sometimes that's what the streams are about. They're not always about being productive. They're sometimes just about chatting and talking and having fun. Yeah, volume 2's out on pre-order as well. I haven't pre-ordered that one yet. I'll probably pre-order it closer to the time, I think. Oh, did you post it? I'll look after the stream. I mean, the stream's ending soon, so it won't be too long till I look. Let me see the pictures. Mac is, yeah, it's one of those, unfortunately. OBS can have a lot of issues as it does, because it's a good streaming software, but it is outdated now in comparison to what's out there. So I might try different streaming software to see if it's that. Because if we try different streaming software and that stops the issues, that could be fun. Because then we can use some like... Well, there's plenty of other streaming software. You are a goblin, you have a horde. Hey, everyone's got their own hordes. In a book club for some time, receive books to review. I have a few that I don't necessarily want to keep, but I was allowed to profit them, so I don't know where to take them. You just give them to someone. Or what you could do is you could set up like an outside library where you put the books in, and like people can take them if they want. I see a few people do that, and that's such a cute idea. I've been cleaning the room, but I'm waiting on the end of the stream. Oh no! It won't be long. We've got 6 minutes. Yeah, sometimes like if you go to like a local library, they'll accept donations. Especially if you're not allowed to, if they're not allowed to sell them on, because quite a few of the like, especially if it's right for review stuff, you can't sell them on. I don't think you'll be able to take them to charity shops either. I've always wanted to do that, where they have like, there's like a little like library outside where like people can put books that I really want to do. I was really lucky actually, because my local when I went to one of my charity shops recently, they had like some anime books in it. I was like, oh, what is this? So yeah. If I don't know one near me. Yeah, so probably it's getting it there as well, especially if you don't have any transport to hand. It can be quite difficult. I know Big B's hand is sort of like this purpley colour. I want to get the tone right. That's too pink. Is that better? I feel like it needs to be a little bit more pink. That's better. Such a minute difference. Make a mushroom hunter theme one, but only with books. Oh my god, it'd be like Book Hunter. Yeah, because that would be a really good way to give like old books a second home, and then people could like who like collecting books could, you know, take home a book and keep them forever. Like if I had a house, I totally would do that. I'd have like a little, it'd be like a little house that's outside the property, and it would just be like, you could get free books. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to do it all the time. That's really interesting. Like the longer we've streamed, the more it's doing like the cutout thing. Interesting. Definitely gonna have to play around with the settings, I think. At least it's like I said, at least it's working. Like I'm not looking that give towards in the mouth like holy smokes, because it wasn't working like last week or the week before, and I was like, for fudge's sake. Ugh, mushroom hunters. Nearly mushroom hunter season, guys. November, every video will be mushroom hunters themed. I hope you are ready. That will include the streams, so that we will have mushroom hunters all month. These will be fun. I'm very excited. We make every November mushroom hunter month. Haha. Until you need the autumn delights. I mean, the video will be the last Thursday of the month. Let me have a look when that will be. Because the first video of the month will always be a stream. Will always be like a. So the first Thursday of the month is always whatchamacallit. The first video of the month is always going to be a studio vlog. So if you make the last video of the month be the theme. Yeah, so it's till the end of September. Let me have a look, because I didn't actually realise when those dates are, so let me double check for you. As long as it's before the last Thursday of the month, you've got time. Have a look. So last Thursday of the month is the 25th. I mean, it seems a little early. It means people have only got 2 weeks. If you say if you want it up in the video, I'd say the 25th. Just because there's the thingy video of the month, the Mushroom Hunters are characters of mine. They're called Freya, Cap and Gus, and they hunt mushrooms. They're original characters of mine that I have. I can actually show you an illustration in a sec. Give me a sec. Let me show you Mushroom Hunters illustration, because it's towards the end of the stream anyway. Give me a minute. There's a lot of stuff on here. I'll see if I've got the line art of them, because it's better, the line art. Sketchmas, no. Animal Crossing, no. Where is it? I think it was with the colouring book designs, yes. This is the Mushroom Hunters. Freya, Cap and Gus. They're part of my Plant Witch world, Emmy. It is an elven girl who has these two little cabbits. They're like cats and rabbits, like sort of mushed together. And they are really cute. You think you can have something done for the 25th? I mean, I could push this at the end of the month for sure, for the deadline. I mean, it's because the studio vlog's always the first video of the month, so I don't want to mess around with that. I mean, I could suppose that we could always have the deadline for that, and I could post the video at a later date. I'll put it in the Discord and check out with you guys. So yeah, Freya, Cap and Gus. The Mushroom Fairy! Oh my gosh, I love the Mushroom Fairy. I'm excited to get on with this one in particular. That'll be my next project. Okay. So, it is the end of the stream. I'm gonna ask in the Discord about what's the best date for the video, just because obviously I want to make sure everything is all sorted, and I want to be, yeah, you can still use the tag after the fact, of course. Absolutely. Like, the whole point is that you can take your time with the design and have fun. That's the good thing about the monthly prompt, is that you can do it whenever you want, whenever you feel inspired to do it. Like, there's no pressure to do that if you don't want to, and that's fun. Oh, I'm the same, Amanda. I'm terrible. I take on far too much. I've got to do my Autumn Delights. Yeah, so I'll have to do that at some point. But I can kill two birds with one stone, because I can also make that a print. So it's not too fussable for me. But I really had a lot of fun streaming today. I really hope you enjoyed it and had an absolutely wonderful day. Honestly, I love doing these. Next week, yeah, we should be fine for streaming next week. I just keep up to date with the Discord, because that's normally where I post, like, if I'm gonna have a bad day and I can't. I should be okay. I can't imagine me not being. But I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you all so much for joining it. Honestly, it means the world to me. I hope you have a fantastic day. Remember to love what you do, and as always, folks, you can say it with me. Stay creative. Bye. Bye. I'm now going to go and do session 0 with Isabella 2.0. Bye, guys.